As the Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 5:16, for when we were without strength, Christ died for the ungodly. We need to understand, because in Romans chapter 6, he's describing how that through water baptism, where we die with Jesus, we're also given life. This is also describing in Colossians chapter 2, verses 11 and 12. And then he talks about in chapter 2 of Colossians how that Christ, when he was nailed to the tree, took the handwriting of ordinances that were against us and hostile, contrary to us and hostile to us, and nailed them to the tree with his flesh, taking them out of the way. And the writer of Hebrews describes that too, that Jesus, our forerunner, prepared the way for us into the presence of God through the veil, through his flesh. Mark describes this in chapter 15 when Jesus was crucified at the third hour, which is 9 a.m. At the sixth hour, which is 12 o'clock in the afternoon, darkness was upon the face of the earth. And in the ninth hour, it says that he cried out, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which is, my God, why have you forsaken me? And he cried out, he says, it is finished, and he bowed his head and he gave up the spirit. And Mark says that the veil in the temple going into the Holy of Holies was rent in two from top to bottom, preparing the way for us into the presence of God, because he not only forgives our sins, but he takes away our sins. Because we got to understand, the high priest entered into the Holies of Holies once a year, and not without blood, to sprinkle on the Ark of the Covenant. And they tied a string around his ankle, because if anything unclean was found in him, God struck him dead. So we need to understand